Hey guys, welcome back to this new flight simulator stream directly from Detroit, Michigan. And today we're flying the Airbus 320 again, the NEO version, and we're going to Toronto, Canada. So without further ado, we'll start on our 36th leg of our trip around the world. So let's start our refueling and catering like we always do.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Once again, this will be a short flight, about an hour. And I'll also request a catering, yeah. Catering services. So let's try Chelsea, which is another catering services, then Gourmet Chef. So we're almost to our goal of going around the world. I think the next, after Toronto, will be Ottawa and then Montreal, and that will be it. So it'll be about 40, almost 40 leg
Catering vehicles
to do a trip around the world. So our refueling truck has just arrived, did a flip.
Fuel truck is in position.
Let's put 60% of fuel. Our ground personnel is doing his stuff. A lot of planes in Detroit, so let's hope we don't get over chatter in the with the ATC. Few clouds here in Detroit, which is the actual live weather. In the meantime, while this is done, we could check the surrounding of our airport with the drone. See what it looks like. Drone speed. We got a lot of planes in Detroit. Got a CRG taxiing. Je m'en vais où, Christine? Je m'en vais à Toronto. Je pars de Détroit et je m'en vais à Toronto. So this is the actual Detroit airport. The tower, long runway that accepts the 380. Couple of jetways that are missing. Oh yeah, they need to work on Detroit Airport. I think we're on concourse C, Charlie. Hey, merci pour le like toujours, comme d'habitude, Christine. So let's wait until we finish with our services. I think the fuel is just about finished. Oops. Let's do our external view. Yeah, fuel is finished. We were requesting our boarding and our luggage. So catering is finished. Pretty tight spot on that at that gate 78. So once we approach Toronto, we'll be going over Lake Ontario. Is it Lake Ontario? And land, pass over the water. Let me see. Yeah, Lake Ontario. I don't know my Great Lakes by name. All right, fuel truck, do your magic and leave. Make like a tree and leave. And let's request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Cargo door is opening. Conveyor belt are getting into position.
Do you want to board crew?
Yes, we want to board crew, both
Pilot
pilots
boarding
and flight attendants. Let's wait for our luggage.
Crew boarding starting.
All right, so we just boarded the cockpit. So let's go into cockpit view. Display checklist.
Of course.
Top panel view. All right, so external power on.
External power on.
Fuel pumps on.
Fuel pumps on.
APU bleed.
No problem.
Master switch.
Battery to on.
No, that's not what I said. External power on.
External power on.
Fuel pumps are on.
Fuel pumps on.
Your crew has boarded.
No smoking sign.
Passengers boarding starting.
Beacon. Alarm off. Right. Fuel pumps on. I don't know what he did, that idiot. Close checklist.
Right. Okay. Done.
All right. So come here. Passengers chatting. Throttle view. Throttle view. All right, so we're our parking brake on. Speed brakes retracted, flaps retracted. Got landing gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
Idiot. Our flight plan is loaded. Throttle to idle.
Throttle to idle.
Right. Display ATC.
Contacting ATC.
Front view. And let's greet our passengers.
Ladies and gentlemen, your captain speaking on behalf of the entire crew. It's my pleasure to welcome you on board. Please sit back, relax, enjoy the service, and thanks for having chosen Air Canada. Mesdames, Messieurs, votre commandant. Alors, détendez-vous. Je vous souhaite à tous un très bon vol. Merci.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome aboard Air Canada, with the best airline in North America at the Skytrack World Airline Awards. Thanks to you, our customers. Your service director for this flight. We're pleased to have you with us today. We invite you to relax and enjoy this flight. Until this flight, we're pleased to be of service in English and in French. Once again, welcome aboard. Mesdames, Messieurs, encore une fois, bonsoir. Bienvenue à bord sur le vol d'Air Canada et du meilleur transporteur aérien en Amérique du Nord à l'occasion des World Airline Awards de Skytrack. Distinction obtenue grâce à vous, nos clients. Mon nom est Adrien, je suis votre directeur de bord. Nous sommes heureux de vous accueillir ce soir. Ce vol sera très agréable. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes heureux de vous servir en français et en anglais. Merci.
All right. Good afternoon, Detroit ground, Air Canada 0550, request IFR clearance to Toronto.
Air Canada 0550
Throttle view.
is cleared to Toronto Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 21 right climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.525 squawk 0744.
Takeoff runway 21 right, climb and maintain 11,000 feet, departure frequency 125.525, squawk 074.
Air Canada 0550, read back correct.
All right,
Contact
FCU,
ground on 119.25.
FCU.
Good day.
11,000 feet, close ATC. Close ATC.
Closing.
Flight director on.
Flight director on.
Display map.
Displaying map.
So we've got a few planes here. And we're landing at runway 33 left. Close map.
Closing the map.
Almost done.
Canada 414, taxi Bravo 4, contact you for 12227 up to target. 227 Bravo 4 up to target, Canada 4.
Last piece of luggage. And we're done. Boarding complete. Cabin crew prepare for departure and cross-check. Cargo door will be closing. Throttle view. Let's close our cockpit door. Stop the chatter. And we will request our pushback. Detroit ground, Air Canada 0550, requesting pushback and departure.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
No need to go to the icing.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So let's turn on our nav lights. Wheel view.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Roll contact, deep run, after Charlie North, and
Top panel view. Seatbelt sign on.
Locking gear.
Throttle view. So our pushback.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brake.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for
Front
engine
view.
start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Safety briefing on.
Welcome aboard Air Canada.
Bienvenue à bord d'Air Canada.
For your safety and comfort, we ask that you pay attention to this short video. So join us as we explore all that Canada has to offer.
Pour votre sécurité et votre confort, soyez attentifs à cette courte vidéo. Joignez-vous à nous pour explorer tout ce que le Canada peut offrir.
Please place baggage in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you.
Veuillez ranger vos bagages dans le coffre supérieur ou sous le siège devant vous.
In preparation for takeoff, make sure you're comfortably seated, with your seat back upright and tray table stowed.
En prévision du décollage, prenez soin de vous asseoir confortablement, de redresser le dossier de votre siège et de ranger la tablette.
You must wear your seatbelt when the seatbelt sign has been turned on, and we suggest wearing it even when the sign is turned off.
Vous devez porter votre ceinture lorsque la consigne des ceintures est allumée, mais nous vous suggérons de la porter même lorsque la consigne est éteinte.
Fasten your seatbelt by adjusting it around your hips. To release it, lift the upper portion or press on the release button.
Attachez votre ceinture et ajustez-la autour de vos hanches. Pour la détacher, soulevez la partie supérieure de la boucle ou appuyez sur le bouton de dégagement.
Please set parking brake.
Seatbelt and no
Throttle
smoking
view.
signs are located throughout the aircraft. Please
Parking
comply with
brake.
them at all times.
Les consignes de ceinture et d'interdiction
All right, so let's
se
start
trouvent à différents
engine.
endroits dans l'avion.
Ignition to
Veuillez
start.
les respecter en tout temps.
It is
Engine
prohibited
2.
to smoke, to use electronic
Ignition.
cigarettes, or to consume
Once
your
again,
own
it
alcohol on
gives me
board.
a
Il
freaking
est
error.
interdit de fumer, d'utiliser des cigarettes électroniques ou de consommer son propre alcool à bord.
Your portable electronic devices must be set to airplane mode until an announcement is made upon arrival.
Les appareils électroniques
Engine
portatifs
2.
doivent être réglés en mode avion jusqu'à l'annonce à ce
Ignition.
sujet à l'arrivée.
If your electronic device falls in your seat, do not move your seat or try to retrieve it yourself, as it poses a fire hazard. Notify your cabin crew immediately to ensure the safe retrieval of the device.
Throttle view.
Si votre appareil électronique glisse dans votre siège, ne bougez pas votre siège et n'essayez pas de le récupérer au risque d'un incendie. Avertissez immédiatement le personnel de cabine afin qu'il le récupère en toute sécurité.
Should an
Engine
emergency
1.
happen, place your feet flat on the floor
Ignition.
and top of head against the seat in front of you. Or
Throttle
rest your
view.
head and chest into your lap. Grasp your ankles or wrap your arms under your legs.
En cas d'urgence, posez vos pieds à plat au sol et appuyez le dessus de votre tête contre le siège devant vous. Ou bien, Penchez-vous
We
et
got
appuyez
good
votre tête sur
PSI
la
building
poitrine
up,
sur vos
engine
cuisses.
2.
Ensuite, saisissez vos chevilles ou passez vos bras sous vos jambes.
The illustrated card in your seat pocket or magazine rack
So
explains the
engine
many
1,
safety
engine 2 is at
features of this
40
aircraft.
PSI.
Please review it sometime before takeoff.
La carte illustrée placée dans la pochette ou le porte-revue près de vous explique les nombreuses mesures de sécurité propres à cet avion. Veuillez en prendre connaissance avant le décollage.
If there is a need to evacuate the aircraft, leave your baggage behind and follow the seat-mounted lighting to the nearest emergency exit.
S'il faut évacuer l'avion,
Alright.
laissez vos bagages à bord et suivez l'éclairage sur les sièges jusqu'à l'issue la plus proche.
We got good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. Please disconnect.
Throttle view.
There are 4 exits located on
Throttle
each side
view.
of the aircraft. All of these are indicated by a
Ignition
green
normal.
exit sign.
Top
Please
panel
locate
view.
the one nearest you.
Il y a 4 issues de secours de chaque côté de l'avion. Chacune d'elles est indiquée par une enseigne verte. Veuillez repérer celle qui est la plus près de vous.
If the cabin pressure changes, an oxygen mask or a tab will drop from the panel above you. Remain seated. Pull the mask or the tab to bring the mask towards you. Use the support strap to hold the mask over your mouth and nose and breathe normally. Always secure your own mask before assisting another person.
Si la pression de la cabine change, un masque à oxygène ou une languette tombera du panneau au-dessus de vous. Restez assis. Tirez le masque ou la languette pour amener le masque vers vous. Utilisez la bande élastique pour maintenir le masque sur votre nez et votre bouche et respirez normalement. Mettez toujours votre masque avant d'aider quelqu'un.
Left is clear, right is clear.
If there is an emergency landing on water, reach for the pouch under the seat or beside your leg rest. Remove the elastic band if required.
Front
En
view.
cas d'amérissage d'urgence, prenez la pochette de gilet de sauvetage sous le siège ou près du repose-jambes. Retirez la bande élastique au besoin.
Pull out the life vest from the pouch.
Display
Slip it on,
ATC.
Fasten the waist clip. and
Contacting
tighten
air
the
traffic
belt.
control.
Pulling the tab will inflate the life vest. You can also inflate it by blowing into the tube. The life vest should only be inflated as you leave the aircraft.
Sortez le gilet de la pochette et enfilez-le. Attachez la boucle de taille et ajustez la ceinture. Pour le gonfler, tirez la languette ou encore
Alright.
soufflez dans le tube. Gonflez votre gilet pour quitter l'avion.
Detroit ground, Air Canada
If you need any
0550
assistance
requesting
or have
taxi
any
IFR to
concerns,
Toronto.
Please let one of us know.
Si vous avez une inquiétude ou besoin d'aide, adressez-vous à l'un de nous.
Thank you for choosing to fly with Air Canada.
Merci d'avoir choisi Air Canada.
Left Golf Victor Mike Mike 6. Contact tower on 128.75 when ready.
Holding short of runway 21 right, contacting tower on 128.75 when ready, Air Canada 0550. Alright, so let's put on our taxi lights on.
Taxi lights on.
Flaps 1. Parking brake. Close
Parking
ATC.
brake on. Close ATC.
Throttle 30%. Throttle 30%.
30%.
Throttle to idle.
Idling throttle.
Got one Boeing 737 coming in. I don't know where he's going, but he's right on our path. Oh. Throttle 30%.
30%.
Throttle 20%.
Throttle to 20%.
A lot of planes. Throttle 30%.
30%.
Lots of Delta airplane in Detroit. That's Spirit, American. Air Canada over here.
Air Canada 0550, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Display ATC.
ATC.
Throttle to idle.
Throttle
Holding
to
position, caution, other traffic, Air Canada 0550. Close ATC.
Close ATC.
Where's the other traffic? There's no traffic. Throttle 20%.
20%.
Throttle 30%.
30%.
Air Canada 0550, continue taxi.
Display ATC.
Putting you in touch with air traffic control.
Continue in taxi, Air Canada 0550. No planes. Close ATC.
Closing.
Tower, good team, Airbus at 2 feet for 5 full establishment, runway 2 for right. To ramp 2 for right, Bravo 4 to stationary.
Cabin crew prepare for takeoff. Throttle 20%.
Throttle to 20%.
Adjust my pilot seat. Throttle to idle.
Idling throttle.
Display ATC.
ATC.
Good afternoon, Detroit Metro Tower, Air Canada 0550, requesting clearance IFR to Toronto.
Departure airborne, system pickup runway 2 left, that's
Air Canada 0550, altimeter 30.14, wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway 21 right.
Alright, strobe, landing, wings. Alright, so flap 0, spoiler retracted or deployed, what I mean.
Air
Check.
Canada 0550, please acknowledge.
Clear takeoff runway 21 right, Air Canada 0550. Throttle 20%.
20%.
Close ATC.
Close ATC.
Right, 21, runway 21 right. Line up. Throttle to idle.
Throttle to idle.
And throttle is alive. Toga. One under knot check. $140. 160. V1. Rotate. Wheel view. Positive climb. Europe.
Air Canada 0550, contact Detroit departure on 125.525.
Display ATC.
Contacting air traffic control.
Contacting Detroit departure on 125.525. Air Canada 0550. Throttle to climb. Detroit departure, Air Canada 0550 with you, flight level 40, going 110.
Air Canada 0550, Detroit departure altimeter 30.14 radar contact, continue.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
Close ATC.
Closing.
Throttle view. Retraction flaps.
Flaps retracted.
$7,000 feet. Check.
Contact Cleveland Center on 119.
Okay, let's close our landing lights and our taxi.
Metro Tower,
Display ATC.
4119,
Putting you in touch with air traffic control.
Contacted Cleveland Center on 119.95, Air Canada 0550. Cleveland Center, Air Canada 0550 with you, flight level 10, 10, going 110.
Air Canada 0550, Cleveland Center altimeter 30.14 radar contact,
Front view.
continue. Air Canada 0550, climb
FCU.
and maintain flight level 210.
Flight level 210, Air Canada 0550. Front view. Close ATC.
Close ATC.
United 2226 traffic is 9 o'clock per mile at flight level 360 Airbus. Report them in
Alright, so
sight.
let's turn off our seatbelt sign.
Delta 730 traffic is 9 o'clock
Top
per
panel
mile
view.
at flight level 330 Boeing. Report them in sight. Cleveland Center Bombardier November 308 Juliet Echo is at flight level 330 climbing flight level 360.
Canada does not permit the use of e-cigarettes. Air Canada Cafe service. A variety of food and drinks, as well as earphones.
Delta 730 traffic in sight.
You'll find the menu in your seat pocket.
Air Canada 0550 contact Cleveland Center on 127.7.
Display ATC.
Contacting ATC.
Contacting Cleveland Center on 127.7 Air Canada 055.
Thank you for choosing Air Canada.
Cleveland Center, Air Canada 0550 with you flight level 150 going 210.
Air Canada 0550 Cleveland Center altimeter 30.15 radar contact continue.
Close ATC.
Closing.
Un service internet sans fil GoGo est offert à bord de cet appareil. Vous pouvez vous connecter en direct à votre service
Contact Cleveland Center on 126.75. Good day. Cleveland Center United 1874 is at flight level 300 climbing. Flight level
18,000 feet,
370.
check.
United 1874 Cleveland Center radar contact continue. Going to 126.75 Brickyard Tree 414. Cleveland Center Delta 17 Heavy is at 17,600 feet descending 5,000 feet. Delta 17 Heavy, Cleveland Center altimeter 30.15 radar. Contact continue to all IEDR.
Bravo 4 and after Charlie over to Abram 2227.
Display ATC.
ATC.
FCU. Let's wait for our next flight level. Another plane over here. Are we gonna fly 21,000 feet for the rest of the flight? Maybe, I don't know.
Air Canada 0550 contact Cleveland Center on 127.3. Good day.
Contacting Cleveland Center on
Cleveland Center Air
127.3.
Canada 504 is at flight level 300 climbing. Flight level 370. Air Canada 504 Cleveland Center radar contact continue.
Contacting Cleveland Center on 127.3 Air Canada 0550. Cleveland Center, Air Canada 0550 with you, flight level 210.
Going to 127.7 Brickyard 4254. Air Canada 0550 Cleveland Center radar contact.
Close ATC.
Closing.
Front view. Yeah, looks like we're flying on at 21,000 feet for the rest of the flight. Yeah, we're at 147. Set speed 340.
I'm on it.
Air Canada 0550, please expedite your climb, flight level 270.
Ah, didn't hear that one. Display ATC. Display ATC.
Putting you in touch with air traffic
FCU.
control.
No, it doesn't say.
Air Canada 0550, turn left, heading 040, climb, and maintain flight level 270.
Canada 0550, 27,000 feet. It's funny, I didn't get that.
Air Canada 0550, contact Cleveland Center on 132.25. Good day.
Contacting Cleveland Center on 132.25 Air Canada 0550. Good afternoon, Cleveland Center, Air Canada 0550, flight level 220, going 270.
Air Canada 0550, Cleveland Center radar contact, continue.
23,000 feet, check. Close ATC.
Close ATC.
Cleveland Center, Skywest Tree 9er tree, is passing flight level 220, climbing flight level 270. Skywest Tree 9er tree, Cleveland Center radar contact, continue.
27,000 feet, check. Co-pilot, you got the control.
Taxi Bravo 4, you've been 12227 up to starting.
Right. All good. Display map.
Map opening.
So we're about halfway, almost halfway. Before
Air
we
Canada
get to
0550,
YYZ.
please expedite your climb, flight level 390.
No, you didn't tell me. Display ATC.
Contacting ATC.
Flight level 390, Air Canada 0550.
Air Canada 0550, turn left, heading 040, climb, and maintain flight level 390. 0550 contact Toronto Center
Display
on
ATC.
135.3.
Contacting air
Good
traffic
day.
control.
30,000 feet checked. Contacting Toronto Center on 135.3 Air Canada 0550. Good afternoon, Toronto Center. Air Canada 0550 2 flight level 300 going 390.
Air Canada 0550 Toronto Center radar contact continue. Air Canada 0550 descend and maintain flight level 270. Toronto Center, SkyWest Tree 805
FCU.
is at flight level 355 climbing flight level 360.
Flight level
SkyWest
270.
Tree 805, Toronto Center radar contact continue.
Flight level 270 Air Canada 0550. Close ATC.
Closing.
Toronto Center Southwest Tree 614 is at flight level 340 climbing, flight level 340. Southwest Tree 614, Toronto Center radar contact, continue to BRWRY. SkyWest Tree 805, you are 900 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 360. Bombardier 8 Charlie Kilo descend and maintain 16,000 feet.
Top panel view.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, SkyWest Tree 805. Toronto Center Air Canada 504 is passing flight level 185 climbing flight level 370. Air Canada 504 Toronto Center radar contact continue. Air Canada 0550 descend and maintain flight level 210.
Display ATC.
ATC.
Flight
Climb
level
and
210.
maintain 16,000 feet Bombardier 8 Charlie Kilo.
Wing view. Wing view. Let's retract our spoiler.
Bombardier 8 Charlie Kilo, contact Toronto Center on 134.375.
Close ATC.
Good day.
Close ATC.
Going to 134.375 Bombardier 8 Charlie
23,000
Kilo.
feet check. $60 nautical miles to decel. 22,000 feet check.
Air Canada 0550 descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
Alright, so let's start our descent. Display ATC.
Putting you in touch
FCU.
with air traffic control.
Flight level 90, Air Canada 0550.
Air Canada 0550, acknowledge last transmission.
Okay, so top panel view. Top panel view.
Toronto Central United 235 Heavy is passing flight level tree 5, climbing flight level tree 40. Air Canada 0550, you are 58 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 5,600 feet. Expect ILS runway tree left approach.
Display
Flight
ATC.
next transition.
Contacting air traffic control.
Southwest tree 614, contact Cleveland Center on 132.25. Good day. United 235 Heavy Toronto Center radar contact continue.
Nous voir rejoindre vos fauteuils, bien attachés, vos ceintures, vérifiez vos sièges ainsi que vos tablettes. Nous vous demandons également de ranger tous vos effets personnels sur les sièges devant
Descending
vous.
and maintaining 6,500 feet.
Les écouteurs à boutons peuvent être utilisés pour l'atterrissage. Puis nous informerons à quel moment vous pouvez utiliser vos téléphones cellulaires pour mission comme ça. Ces appareils électroniques portatifs de type miniature peuvent être utilisés pour l'atterrissage. Merci.
Expect runway 33 left. Air Canada 0550.
Air Canada 0550 contact Toronto Center on 128.275. Good day.
Contacting Toronto Center on 128.275, Air Canada 0550. Toronto Center, Air Canada 0550 with you, flight level 140, going 56.
Air Canada 0550 Toronto Center altimeter 30.15 radar contact. Continue to ICMEX.
Close ATC.
Close ATC.
American 5884, contact Cleveland Center on 125.2. Good day. Going to 125.2 American 5884. Quarter
10,000
dash
feet check.
2577 climb and maintain flight level 250. Toronto Center, JetBlue 605 is at flight level tree 60 climbing, flight level tree 80. JetBlue 605 Toronto Center radar contact continue.
Starting to see Lake Ontario.
Climb and
the airport
maintain flight level
is in
250
this
quarter
area.
dash 2577.
Right here.
Quarter dash 2577, contact Toronto Center on 135.3. Good day. Toronto Center United 1874 is passing 8,600 feet, climbing flight level 370. United 1874, Toronto
8,000
Center
feet
altimeter
check.
30.12 radar contact continue. 8,000 feet check. 30.12 radar contact continue. 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 30.12 135.3 Porter dash 2577. Goodbye. United 1874, you are 45 miles west. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway tree, right approach via righted transition. Clear to righted.
7,000 feet, check.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway tree, right approach via righted transition. Clear to righted United 1874.
Set speed 260.
Check.
$5,700 feet, check.
Toronto Centre Air Canada 504 is at 8,900 feet, climbing flight level 370. Air Canada 504, Toronto Centre altimeter 30.11 radar contact continue. United 1874 climb and maintain flight level 250. Climb and maintain flight level 250 United 1874.
1 Kilo Tower, good afternoon, that's for 2475, clear for 24 hours.
2,200 feet.
Display TC.
United
That's for 2475.
Contacting ATC.
and maintain 15,000 feet.
Alright, so let's start our
Descend
landing
and maintain
procedures. So
2,200 feet, Beechcraft
landing
Lima
system
Hotel
on.
Oscar. Climb and maintain 15,000 feet, United 1874.
Spoiler arm.
Air Canada 504, you are 46 miles west. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway tree, left approach via IGMEX transition. Clear to IGMEX. United 1874, descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway tree, left approach via IGMEX transition. Clear to IGMEX Air Canada 504. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. United 1874.
Tower, good afternoon, this Air Canada
United
304, heavy at,
1874, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Good land, 24 right, Bravo 4,
Set speed 240.
That's done.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, United 1874.
Display map.
I'll pop that open for you.
Couple of planes lining up. Close ATC.
Closing.
Air Canada 504 climb and maintain flight level 250. Air Canada 0550. Contact Toronto
Display
Center
ATC.
on 124.925.
Contacting air traffic control.
Good day.
Contacting Toronto Center on 124.925 Air Canada 0550. Toronto Center, Air Canada 0550 with 2 flight level
United 187.
56.
Air Canada 0550. Toronto Center altimeter 30.14 radar contact. Continue to ICMEX.
Close ATC.
Close ATC.
And we start banking left.
Charles Tower, good day, Air 463 with you on the LS 24 right.
City Airport.
Clear to land 24 right, Air 463.
Set speed 220.
That's
Air
affirmative.
Canada 0550. Contact. Approach on 125.4.
Display TC.
Good day.
ATC.
Display. Well. Contacting approach on 125.4 Air Canada 0550. Toronto approach Air Canada 0550 with 2 flight level 56.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Jazz 8238. Air Canada 0550. Approach altimeter 30.15 radar contact. Continue to ICMEX. Air Canada 0550. Descend
FCU.
and maintain 3,700 feet.
Flight level 37 Air Canada 0550. Well, I got a couple of jitter. I don't know what's wrong with. Probably because a lot of planes in the air. Set speed 200.
Confirmed.
Jazz 8238, you are 9 miles southeast of Toronto.
Throttle view.
Contact tower on 118.7 when inbound on the approach.
Alright, so our brake to medium.
Tower on 118.7 Jazz 8238.
Oh, I'm having some graphic problems in TO. 4,000 feet. Check. Set speed 180.
Acknowledged.
Flaps 2. You can see city of Toronto.
Air Canada 0550 descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Flight 30, Air Canada 0550. And we are lining up. Set speed 160.
No problem.
Flaps 3. Wheel view. Gear down.
Air Canada 0550, you are 9
Set speed
miles southeast of
140.
Toronto.
That's affirmative.
Contact tower
Full
on
flaps.
118.7 when inbound.
Contacting tower on 118.7. Air Canada 0550. Toronto Tower, Air Canada 0550 with you on final.
Air Canada 0550 tower. Altimeter 30.14, wind calm, cleared ILS runway 33, left approach. Air Canada 840, heavy contact departure on 127.57. Good day.
Clear.
Targeting Jazz 45,
Runway
ILS
33 left, Air Canada 0550.
Going to
Land 248, Jazz
127.57, Air Canada 840, heavy.
2,500.
I see the runway. Well, let's see. Runway inside. Check.
Air Canada 0550, follow the bombardier on the runway. Wind 160 at 7. Caution the Airbus landing runway 33 right. Cleared to land runway 33 left. Jet 8238 exit runway.
Clear to
when
land
able.
runway 33 left, Air Canada 0550. So we got an Airbus landing on the right one. Autopilot off.
Autopilot is now off.
Jet 8238 contact ground on 121.9er.
It's going to be hard to land with that jitter. Close ATC.
Closing.
121.9er, Jet 8238.
Don't know
Goodbye.
if you see it, but my computer is lagging. First time in a long time it hasn't done that. Continue. Close ATC.
Close ATC.
Tower Endeavour 5128, ILS.
Close ATC.
Closing.
Clear to land runway 24 right now.
I hate Toronto for that.
Air Canada 5049
Check.
miles southeast inbound ILS runway 33 left approach.
400.
Air Canada 504 tower. Altimeter 30.11 wind 160 at 7. Cleared ILS runway 33 left approach.
200.
Cleared ILS runway 33 left approach Air Canada 504.
100. 60. 50.
Throttle's
40.
idle.
30.
Idling throttle.
20.
Tower Rouge 179er 6 ready for IFR departure runway 24
Goes
right.
down. Full brakes, reverse thrust.
Rouge 179er 6 altimeter 30.11 wind 160 at
60,
7.
now the call, 60
Cleared
knots
for
check.
takeoff runway 24 right.
Throttle to idle.
Throttle to idle.
Retracting flaps and
Air
spoiler.
Canada 504 follow the aircraft on the runway.
Exiting runway.
Wind 160 at 7. Caution the Airbus landing runway 33 right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Clear to land runway
Please
33 left.
remain seated with your seatbelt.
Air Canada
And your baggage
0550
stored
exit
until the
runway when
fasten
able.
seatbelt sign.
Display TC.
Air Canada 0550
Contacting ATC.
contact ground on
Mobile
121.9.
receiving and transmitting functions will now be used. If you have a
Contacted ground.
Left Air Canada
private
504.
terminal, welcome, sir.
Contacting ground 121.9 Air Canada
Thank
0550.
you for choosing Air Canada.
Toronto ground Air Canada 0550 requesting taxi to gate.
Air Canada 0550.
Throttle 30%.
80%.
Throttle 30%.
30%.
L'utilisation des fonctions de réception de transmission des appareils mobiles est maintenant permise.
Close ATC.
Sur prendre un vol de correspondance,
Closing.
veuillez consulter les écrans. Vous aurez ça avec nos collègues à l'intérieur de l'aérogare. Merci d'avoir choisi Air Canada, membre du réseau Star Alliance. J'espère que ce vol vous êtes très agréable. On vous remercie.
Close ATC.
Close ATC.
Throttle 20%.
Throttle to 20%.
Come on. That jitter. I think it doesn't show on the stream, but the computer is really lagging. I only got 17 FPS. Usually I got 50 or 60. Alright, parking brake. Lights off. Engines off.
The boarding requested.
Alright, so welcome to Toronto. Hope you enjoyed this flight. The last part was a bit tricky for me, but we made it. Scenery in Toronto is kind of hard to comprehend. Why is it lagging like this? But we made it, and until next time, Well, stay safe and keep on flying. Cheers.